A very important video guys this one, क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोगों ने spring 22 में apply किया था, and all of you guys who applied in spring 22, these are the results, these are the admits and rejects. We're going to be reviewing the latest ones over here, and the major important part that we want to review is number one, how did the season go in terms of the GRE GMAT waivers, right? Number two, were these people able to get some scholarships? Were they able to secure some funding? And of course, number three, is it a viable option if you are going for these GRE and GMAT waivers? Should you go forward with these? That is the most important part, and that is the question we're going to be answering. By the way, if you do not know which universities are waiving off the GRE and GMAT, you can go onto the website over here, YMGrad.com, the article section. The article over here, universities waiving off the GRE and GMAT in USA due to COVID-19. This has about 50 universities, actually 51 universities waiving off the GRE and GMAT that you can go ahead and apply to for the spring or fall 22 terms, alright? And apart from that, some universities are waiving off both the GRE and the TOEFL. You can take a look at those from this one, this article over here. This has about 3 of those right here. Now, not a lot of them will be waiving off the TOEFL or IELTS. That's why these are very, very limited. And I do not recommend applying without the TOEFL, by the way, just in case. Alright, TOEFL or the IELTS, by the way. Right, now, coming back to the decisions page. Now, this is where we are going to be doing our research. I'm going to be doing a little bit of it for you. And then after that, you can take over. You can do it by yourself. I'll be leaving the link in the description, okay? All of this data is available to you for free as long as you sign up. Okay, the most important part over here is to look at the most recent ones, of course, right? So we're going to be looking at the recent ones, but we're not going to be looking at the undergraduate admits and rejects in this case. All right, so I'm going to be unchecking that bit. Okay, for that I may be able to make a separate video. You're going to have to request it in the comments. If enough comments are there, I'll be making it. All right, so apart from that, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at the masters and PhD ones, of course, and we're going to be looking at the ones which are admits. No, we're going to be looking at just the ones without the GRE and GMAT. Okay, all of these people who received the decisions without the GRE and GMAT. We're also going to be looking at the rejects just in case they appear, so no problem over there. But the, of course, the ones with the admission rejects, those will be our focus. And yeah, the GRE and GMAT, no GRE and GMAT, they will be our focus. So all of these are going to be right over here, and let's actually begin with this one. As you can see over here, this person has about a 7.9, that's almost about an 8 GPA level. Northern Arizona University, they got an admit. 25 months of work experience. This university is actually a little bit too good for them, I would say, because if you were to see the university location, the ranking, everything, I think they are already doing pretty good as compared to this university. All right, then they have another one from Northeastern. Now this is more like their level, right? Northeastern is a decent university. Artificial MS in AI, that's a decent program, and there, of course, the GPA kind of resonates with that, right? So as you can see, GRE waived admits and rejects, you are able to see them over here. People are genuinely getting the admits, so that is completely out of question whether you will be able to get an admit or not. Please see over here, this is the proof. People are genuinely getting the admits. All right, now the next one over here is from this person, and in general you can see that they have even been offered a scholarship. They have a lot of work experience, by the way, just in case you did not notice. Let me actually open up their profile also. Oh, I actually opened it on this page itself, but anyway, about 8.5 years of work experience. That's why you can see a great scholarship has also been offered. They also have a master's degree, not just a bachelor's. So you can see that if your profile is good, you can definitely secure some scholarship as well, even without the GRE. So that's the most important part. You can see that they took the IELTS. The IELTS score is here. It's a decent IELTS score, not a very good one either. But at the same point of time, so as you can see over here, these are the most important bits. Okay, their profile in general is good. It's decent, and the IELTS score is decent. No GRE, but still a massive scholarship. All right, we're going to go back over here and just reapply the filters quickly, by the way. Again, GRE waived filter is applied and undergrad is deselected. All right, now coming back to the other ones, we have over here Sacred Heart University, decent university, but you can see the GPA was already low and this applicant was able to secure an admit. If you want to see about the university, what kind of a ranking it has, etc., what kind of an acceptance rate it has, you can take a look at it over here, of course, right? Then there's other admits and rejects. There's this one, 8 GPA, Seattle University, software engineering, decent admit again, right? As you can see right here. There's this one right here. This is 8 GPA again, very similar, 8 GPA out of 10, and one research paper, no funding, NJIT. I think this profile deserves much better, and you will see more admits and rejects from this profile. Given that the spring terms have just started giving out the admits and rejects, we just can see over here. First thing we can confirm is yes, you are able to secure funding. So we answered that question. You are able to secure admits. with the GRE waivers? So those two questions have been answered, right? Let's just scroll down a little bit, take a look at some of the universities over here, such as this one, the rejects are also there, right? Northeastern University. In general, the rejects, and the reason why rejects come in, that's also very important for you to understand. But for mainly, if you understand, the admits and rejects over here, you can see that there's a lot of people with decent admits, even in the season where people are not used to seeing scholarships, not used to seeing waivers in the GMAT or GRE. All of that is still happening, so all of these things are continuing to happen. So please make sure that you do not worry about not taking the GRE. If you have not been able to take the GRE or GMAT, don't worry about it. A lot of people have been getting into these universities without the GRE and GMAT. And let's actually also evaluate some rejects, by the way. So what we'll do over here, we'll just choose decision type to be reject. GRE, GMAT can be there, we don't really care about it as of this point. The most important ones over here, as you can see, even with almost a 10 GPA, someone can get rejected. Now this may happen due to a lot of reasons. For instance, this is a research-based program, artificial intelligence. Now this is my biggest observation over here. Research-based program and you don't have any research experience. That can be your top or number one reason why you may be rejected. Okay, please understand this distinction. All right, when this person applies to some other program, right, which is not so research oriented, they will see some admits also. Let me actually see on their profile, maybe they've added some. Let's go on to their decisions page and you can see they actually have some decent admits as well, and they are waiting for some of these decisions. But at the same point of time, when you apply to a AI program, right, they expect research out of you. CS programs, software engineering programs, they're not expecting you to be outright, with their research, you need to have that. No, nothing like that. You can see the admits are coming in, right? So that's the most important part. Other things, of course, do matter. Their quality of application would have mattered, etc., etc. But I just want to show you this reasoning that goes into it. Now this Victor over here, you can see right here, this person also has a lot of good experience, lot of good credentials, and they still can be rejected as well from a university like University of Florida. Again, the quality of your application matters, the amount of research you've done matters, and this person has actually done a lot of research. So again, we haven't really seen their application, we can't really comment on that, but of course you can see more on their profile what kind of admits they were able to receive, right, with this sort of credential. All right, the rejects, of course, you can see directly. Then there's other people who have been getting some rejects. Let's see right here. Virginia Tech is a very ambitious university, and applying over there with an 8 CGPA, it's a little bit, I would say, ambitious. So I'm not surprised if the quality of application or the timing of your application, if you applied late also, right, that can also be a reason for a potential reject. You have to apply as early as the applications open, especially not just saying for the spring term but also for the fall term. All right, now other applications over here, UT Dallas reject right here, mostly due to bad application, bad timing. It could be anything, right? But mostly I would say it could be due to a bad application, because the GPA is okayish. I would say this is somewhere around a 7.5, right? 7.5 is a little bit low in terms of UT Dallas also. So yeah, you can definitely see why the rejects are coming in. ASU is, of course, ambitious over here. Penn State University is going to be ambitious for a profile with 2.2 GPA and a decent GRE score, but decent work experience. Everything is decent. But Pennsylvania State University is one of the top 10, top 15 universities, of course, and the GPA matters a lot, and that's the prime example of that. So if you're in that boat, please go ahead. Again, like the whole point is not to tell you about each and every person's case over here or what I think caused them to get the reject or the admit, but to understand really this is how you have to do your research, and this is how you have to really shortlist universities for yourself. That is the most important part. And again, if you need the waivers, you already have the complete list, right? So go ahead, do your research, and I hope that this video helps you in some way or the other. This is really a lot of what we do when we perform the profile evaluation and university shortlisting of the applicants. Of course, we don't use the public ones, we use the verified admits and rejects that are from the people that worked with us in general. So on the actual administrative accounts, we have there's another filter over here, which is basically just for the people who have worked with us, and we can see their admits and rejects, and we can verify based on those we can build your list, right? So that's the most important part. Again, if you would like us to do that for you, you can go on to the services page and profile evaluation and university shortlisting. The output would look something like this. You can take a look at that. All right, for now I'm going to be taking my leave. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video gives you some clarity, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye and take care.